So Mike, I'm going to go through this with you on your file you just sent me. This looks like assignment 2. No, it's assignment 3. It's the basis for the layout files. We'll look at just the model today. So your base plan scene is good. It doesn't have a driveway or a sidewalk, although some of the old driveway is here. We'll get rid of that in a few minutes. I'll show you how that works. And your plan view, which we used as the basis for the first 3 drawings we did in layout in assignment number 2. That works. Old walkway, old driveway, they're on there. Alright, let's look at oblique 3. It's in perspective mode, your elevation from the front. Yes, well, close. You see how this red line goes up here? That means we're not quite exactly on things. So I'm going to bring this down. That's my views panel. I'm going to use the right view. Moves because right is looking at the front of the building, looking from the right side. I'll just move it over here. Okay. You can see how there's no angled axes here, and these are all exact. So oblique 2, let's look at it. I'll get rid of that. And oblique 1. All right. They're great. That's super. All right. So let's go and look at the house here. We're actually looking inside the house. You see I can work inside the house and paint the walls. A little drafty. I'm going to use, I'll type R for rectangle. I'm going to click on this corner and then click on this corner, and I have my wall back. Okay. The next thing I notice is that I'm working on old driveway old layer. Should never be working on any of these layers other than layer 0. Here's why. If I select this, it's on driveway old. I'm going to make another rectangle now and fill this in here. I'm going to go from that corner, endpoint here. If I select this, I'm going to actually double click and select all the 5 entities. They're mixed up layers because there's some entities already there on other layers. If I go to layer porch, and I'll put a rectangle on here, like that. The lines are on layer porch. I didn't create the rectangle, I didn't create the face was already there. So see what happened? I went to porch and all my lines are on porch. So I don't want to do that. I always want to create on layer 0. This is on layer driveway old, it should be on layer 0. Alright, let's go and have a look at these groups. We have a group for fence, it's on layer fence, that sounds good. Let's go inside the group, have a look. Oh, we only have, there's 5 entities here, a face and 1, 2, 3, 4 bounding lines. We're going to have to explode this group. Alright, let's go this way. Best way to select things, kind of get in close, and I'm going to make a window around it like this. So I clicked and drag. Now there's 19 entities in there. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say make group. And I'm going to put that on layer fence. I'm going to go inside and check it now. Double click. 19 entities, I want them on layer 0. Now if I go and turn layer fence off, my whole fence disappears. That's what we want. Okay? Let's look at the step here. And zoom in. So we've got a group. It's on layer step. If I turn layer step off, oh, we're missing some parts. Not in the group. So let's do it again. Right click, explode. I'm going to then select all of these items. I've got 19 as an extra one there. See that line that's extra? I don't want it. So I'll deselect it. That's shift and my click with my select icon. All of those are part of it. Make a group. All those entities should be on layer 0. They're all mixed up. And it can't show what mix they are, but I can put them all on layer 0 first. I'll do that first this time. I'll go to make group. I want it on layer step, so there. Don't worry about that little mouse hole there. It's not even a mouse hole. Don't worry about it. That will disappear behind the step. Not a problem. Let's go look at the front porch. So what have we got here? Face, we have, well, there's a group, but it's not the whole thing. So that's a bit of a problem. Alright, so I'm going to right click on the group and explode it. And then I'm going to select all of these lines like that. 32, I'm not going to count them. I'm just going to say make a group. No, first I'm going to put them on layer 0. Right click on top, make a group. Then the group I'm going to put on layer porch. Okay? So it's like putting a whole bunch of people from a different families all in one car. Once they're in the car is a Porsche, right? If I go inside the car, I can see, oh, I got this person, this person, this person, this person, and they are all people. Layer 0 is people. That's an analogy. I'm going to turn off the step, turn off the porch, turn off the fence. Let's check our, don't worry about that, that's fine. Let's check this here. This is layer 0, layer 0, layer old walkway. That's correct. That's correct. So this one and this one, not the face. The lines go on layer old walkway. Wait a minute. Why do we have all these layers here? And I'll turn off layer old walkway. Still not working properly. See? That wanted to be on old walkway. I don't want it. I want it on layer 0. I'll show you why in a while. So if I turn off layer old walkway, okay, we've got too many layers here. There's 3 driveways and the walkway, 2 buildings. What's on this one? I'll click on that layer just so I can see it. I'm going to turn this one off and see what changes. Nothing changes. Okay, let's get rid of that layer and just use this old driveway here. Okay, work on that. What's on this driveway old layer? We'll turn it off. Oh, there's a line at the back of the house and the bottom of the house. So I'm going to put them on layer 0. And I'm going to get rid of driveway old layer. What's on building 2? We'll turn it off and see what disappears. Nothing I can see. Let's get rid of it. Just makes it a lot cleaner. So now let's look at old walkway should be off. Okay. This can be short. The city doesn't own this much boulevard. It also makes it a lot easier for us to work with. So shorten that up. I just used move and I followed along the red axis. Now I'm going to draw a line using L for line to cross here to finish off the property. Okay, I want this to be on layer 0, just like this is, just like this is, just like this is. This line should be on layer old driveway. That's correct. This should be on old layer old driveway. This should be on old driveway. It's not. This should be on old driveway. It's not. Okay, we've got things on mixed layers here. Let's just collect them all, and I'm going to collect this face. So for this assignment, oh, and this line, all of those, but not the big face, they should all be on old driveway. So if I turn off old driveway, it's still not working right, is it? Click U, layer 0, old driveway. Now we're working. Now we've got 2 shades of gray here. Just right click on this. See how it highlights everything. I'm going to reverse faces. Every face is a front and a back. One is dark and one is light. Okay, fixed. Obviously the porch doesn't want these lines. We're going to delete them. And then we'll look at the house. Alright, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put a window around it, like that. I don't want any other lines except the house lines, so I'm going to get rid of, so deselect, deselect, deselect. I didn't get anything else. Okay, nope. I'm not going to count them. And I'm going to say, oh, they are all on layer 0 already. Excellent. Right click, make group, set the group on layer building. So now, when I turn off layer building, building goes away. I can get rid of that line. I don't need it. There's enough lines already that now I just erased the lines and it filled itself in really nicely. We're going to make a layer called property. Enter. This is on layer 0. I'm going to double click so I can get all my lines. I also want that. I want them all on layer 0. I want all of them to be a group. This is now for assignment 5. We're moving ahead a little bit just on this one item. And layer property for my property group. I can retype that because you have capitals in there. Okay, let's check it out. Elevation front. Maybe I'll move this off to the side so you don't see it. I want to change that to this view, which means, okay, bring it back. I'm going to go to my scenes. Where's my scenes? Elevation front, update. And all these things update here. Right now it's mainly camera location, but let's just update all of them. Okay. Oblique 3, oblique 2, base plan, it's going off the screen a little bit. Okay, we have to reset some layers. That is on layer 0, and that line should be on layer old driveway. Okay. This should be in the middle of the screen. I have shortened my screen and brought my tool trays in here. I'm going to go to base plan. See how it's highlighted here? I'm going to update my base plan, update. I'm going to go to plan view. It looks like it's got the right stuff except the old walkway. So we'll get the old walkway. Okay, it's disappeared somehow and I don't know why. No big deal. I'm going to draw it with a line. Out 4 feet. I'm going to go on the green. Why isn't it following green? I just forced it to follow green by hitting the left arrow button. Start another line. I'll start from this point here. I want it to follow green, left arrow button. Alright, those lines, click, select, click, select, click, select, should all be on layer old walkway. So when I turn the old walkway off, when I turn the old driveway off, they're supposed to be on right now. Look at that. They are. So there's your scene. We will update that. Down to my scenes, plan view scene, update the plan view scene. That's what it takes for this, and that's the model, and the model's in good shape. Let's just check one more thing here. We have a group called property, or a group on the layer property. If I turn off layer property, all of that stuff disappears, and that's okay. Because we're really going to leave it on most of the time. I'm going to turn off my old walkway, my new walkway, and now I can work on things.